Welcome, my dear students. Today we are going to be learning chapter 6, that is decision making and branching. Till now we have learned the fundamentals of C programming, that is how to program. If you want to program, you should know what is a variable, what is a constant, what is a literals, what is a token, how variable declaration is possible, what is the data type, what are the different operators or exist. All these are the fundamentals. Okay, now we are constructing decision making control statement. Here the control statements means it defines the execution of a program and how the program execution should be controlled. Means we know in constructing of a sample programs, the program will be executed from main function. In main function it will execute one step after another step after another. That means the execution of a C program will possible through from in a sequential fashion, right? So that means till now you are seeing this is an insertion point, it is blinking, right? So till now you are using this insertion point. This insertion point is moving according to your key interaction, right? Now we are going to be constructing some programs where we can construct some of a program based on decisions, based on conditions. Okay, let us see in general example. Now if I want to compare you with your parent or you with your brother, then what I can do? I have to use some comparing statements. Got it? Comparing measurements. Got it? Or comparing qualities or comparing quantities. So in the same sense, when we develop any application program, in that program also we are using these kinds of conditional statements. These conditional statements is used to execute the program based on condition is true. Okay, so such kinds of conditional statements is called as decision making statements or control statements. Here the statements means the flow of execution. Okay, till now we are seeing, I will show in the next program. Okay, before going to that program, I want to do one simple program. For this I am taking the notepad. Yes, so now I want to do one simple program. Okay, that is compound interest. Whether it is visible, let me do some font size 48. Okay, now it is visible, right? Yes. Program, I will take multi-line comment. I don't want to use single line comment, and I will make watermark is right. Okay, so this is a multi-line comment, right? Write a program. I'm using short form WAP. WAP stands for write a program to calculate compound interest. Compound interest. As we know, what is the simple interest formula? Can anybody? Yes. So compound interest means CP is equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 whole power n. Got it? This is whole power n. In notepad we are unable to superscript, so this is the formula. Okay, so to do this power, we have to use some mathematical functions. Okay, so you understand this concept? What is this one? CP stands for compound interest. What is a P? Principal amount. What is R? Rate of interest. And N stands for time. Okay, yes. So this is the formula we have learned in our 10th and 9th class. For this, we are writing some coding. Let me check. Hash include stdio.h, hash include conio.h. Next we have to write void main function. Okay, next we have to write variable declaration. So if we are getting the output in point values, then how we have to define the variables? As a float. So I am defining float cp comma p comma r comma n comma and some additional variables I am defining, okay, according to my requirement. Okay, yes, let us see x y z comma w. Okay, enough. clr ss here. I am doing this program in assignment method. Then what do you mean by an assignment method? Already you are setting a values. Assignment method. Okay, okay. So here, what are the values I have to be substitute? What are the values I have to be assign? For example, if you borrow principal amount as 10,000, okay, semicolon. Rate of interest is I am specifying as 9 point or else 20.5. Okay, and time I am giving it as time is equal to 3 years. Okay, yes, now we want to calculate it. Got it? For this, let me check. I have to do the R by 100 first, isn't it? For this, what I am doing is I have used some extra variables, right? In that extra variable I am processing. Please observe here. In x is equal to, I am mentioning R by 100. Okay, clear? Semicolon. Yes. Afterwards, what we have to do? Please observe here. 1 plus r by 100, right? That means in x r by 100 is exist. In y I am taking it as 1 plus x. Clear? Semicolon. Yes. Next, what is there? It is the power of n, right? So 1 plus r by 100 whole power n. So to do this, which header file we have to use? Math.header file. Hash include math.h header file is required. Why? We have to do the power function. So for the z, I am doing z is equal to pow function. What is the pow function? Pow function of y. Please observe here. What is y? 1 plus x. What is x? R by 100. Y comma n. Right. What does it mean? Y to the power of n. Clear? So what does the y? 1 plus x. What is x? R by 100. 1 plus r by 100 whole power n. Clear? Yes. Now what we have to do? We have to calculate the compound interest. Actually, I think here the w is not required. Let it be. It will give a warning but doesn't give any errors. We can ignore the warnings. Okay. Now I'm doing the compound interest. Now we have to calculate. Cp is equal to T into Z. Clear? What is Z? Y to the power of n. What is y? 1 plus x. What is x? R by 100. 1 plus r by 100 whole to the power of n. Got it? Yes. Semicolon. Now we want to display the output. How to display the output? By using the printf. Printf followed by percentile first. Let me print. Okay. I'm printing step by step. it is better to always to print step by step. Printf %f. Why? Sorry, it is actually I made a mistake. It is a principal amount. How much amount I have assigned? Principal amount is equal to, already we know it is stored in one variable, that is p. Got it? Yes. Next, printf rate of interest is equal to %f double quotation or in or rate of interest is there, right? And printf time is equal to, it is also float, right? F double quotation comma n, right? And what is the output should be press compound interest. Compound interest is equal to %f double quotation comma cp. Okay, now semicolon. Afterwards we have to use get ch, right? My god, yes, get ch, yes, semicolon. Now I have to close the curling brace. Okay, clear? Yes. Now we want to save. What is the program? Compound interest. This is an assignment method. Okay, I'm going to be saving this. Where to save? Please observe here. Okay, where we have to save? We have to save in a C drive. You have to confirm turbo C3 or C4 or TC folder. You have to confirm TC folder. You have to confirm bin folder, and it is a CP or compound, right? Compound.c. Got it? I'm pressing the enter. Please observe here. This is the declaration statements. This is the assignment statements, and this is the processing statements, right? So if we are using another blocks within this block means open curly brace and closing curly brace. Okay, then those are executable statement is also treated as a compound statement. All these are becomes as a compound statement. Compound means mixed statements. By using that mixed statement, what we are getting? Output. Okay, we already saved, right? I'm minimizing, and where we have to go, you just tell me. Yes, whether our editor is exist here. Yes, here it is exist. I hope it is visible, right? So this is your editor. Like this your editor will appear, or other things it is appear. Okay, once it is opened, let me check. I am closing window, close all. Okay, if I will make editor tab size as 14, let me check. Is there any changes? No. Once again I will check desktop. No, nothing is there. We can't do anything. Let me check. It is for you people of only to environment. It is not there. Window, user screen. I want to make it as a large in size. Checking. Okay, anyhow, well, it must be here. Project or option application, standard overlay, not in application. I'm extremely sorry. Make is also strong. It is environment only, preference, editor files, environment, desktop, current window. These are the same thing, nothing is there. Okay, once again let me check. Environment, startup. Yes, is there any color? Auto detect color. We have to supposed to space. Monochrome is there. Okay, no. Okay, anyhow, I will try. Is not getting. Okay. Compile, debug is not, project is not, option. Want to make is also not option. Okay, anyhow, file I'm opening. What is the name of the file? Compound, right? I'm typing here, please observe here, compound .c. Okay, I'm pressing the enter key. Whether it is visible? Yes. If it is not visible, then I have to do alt enter. Let me try. Yes, it has reduced now, right? I will try to make some modification if and only if it is possible. I will go properties. I will do 3672. Layout is okay. Okay, yes. Now it has done. I will come to my window and once again let me try alt enter. There is nothing modification has done. Okay, anyhow, so already you have seen, right? I will come, I will save, let me compile, alt F9. Is there any errors? No errors. I am running now, control F9. Okay, did you get answer? So it is displaying in one single line. What is the mistake we have made? As anybody? It is /n. We have forgotten that /n. What is the /n? New line. If you didn't give the new line, then what happens? Entire output is unformat and it is not appear in a neat format. Okay, now you have to press the save key, compile it and run it. Now you are getting whatever the principal amount 1000. Rate of interest is 20.50. Oh wow, time is 3 years. Then what is the compound interest we have to supposed to pay per month? 1749 rupees 69 paise you have to supposed to pay. Clear? Yes. So this is the thing. Now we want to do the same program for interactive method. Then how to do that interactive method? Can anybody? Yes. Let me try the same program. Then what I have to do here? Instead of assigning, we have to mention. Okay, these are three statement only. Which values we have to input? Principal amount, rate of interest, and the time. Right. So what we have to do? I will delete. I will remove. And what I have to supposed to do? We have to use one output statement and one input statement. Output statement is a printf function, right? Enter principal amount, double quotation, sorry, /n, double quotation, bracket close, semicolon. Now we have to read principal amount. For reading from the keyboard, we have to use scanf. Why it is a %f? Can anybody? Because it is a float, right? So to read that value, where we have to store? In the p only. Got it? Yes. Next we are writing one more printf statement. Now what value we have to read? Enter rate of interest. slash n. Okay, and next you're using scanf. Here %f double quotation comma ampersand or. Yes, and next what we have to do, we have to use rate of interest is finished. Now we have to give an output statement to enter time. Okay, to enter the time, what I'm using scanf as %f ampersand t. Okay, whether capital T or small t, sorry, n, right? We have not have variable t or capital T. Clear? Now I'm saving the file. The rest thing is common. Okay, yes. Now I'm going file, save as. While saving compound1.c, I will save it as compound1.c. Here already editor in minimize, so I will enter by pressing the alt key, alt plus enter. If I press it, it will be maximize. Now I'm opening the file. What is the name of the file? Compound, compound compound1.c. Okay, so this is a program, right? No, it is the same program. F3, open compound1.c. It is opening the same file. Let me check once again. Coming here, compound1.c. Let me save as different. Okay, comp.c. Now alt enter. I'm closing all window. I'm opening. What is the file? comp.c. comp.c. Is it our file? Yes. After, if I want to get the full screen, I have to press the F5. Okay, so now I'm compiling alt F9 and control F9. Now it is asking enter principal amount. Now you have to enter. I am entering, it is a 10,000. If I borrow 10,000 rupees at the rate of interest 5.5 for the period of 1 year, then I have to pay this much of interest per month. Clear? Yes. So this is your program. Why here it is not displaying properly? Can anybody? Yes, here it is not have /n. Okay, let me run once again. You can run for n values. Okay, if someone will come and ask for you, if you are the money lender, then they will ask you for rent for money 20,000. For example, if you are purchasing a motor vehicles or your smart gadgets for EMI, this EMI is calculating like this only. Okay, you will ask for 1 month or 6 months or 1 year, 2 year, 3 year. So likewise, whatever the cost of that, they will calculate like this compound interest. Suppose if I am purchasing 20,000, okay, 20,000 smartphone, and the rate of interest is 6% for the time period of 3 years. What is the compound interest I have to pay? Got it? So for 20,000 you have to supposed to pay as 2,300 and 23,820 will come. It is for 3 months, I think so. Okay, yes, likewise you will calculate. So this is the program. Now why am I explaining this program means we have to see how the control will execute. If you observe the control execution, it will execute line by line. Here the blinking symbol is there, right? This is your cursor. This is an instruction. Okay, executable point, or it is in a cursor. Okay, if I press the function key F7, you came to know where the control will go. So every C program starts from main function. After the main function, it checks for the variable declaration. Next, it goes for the clear screen function. Next, printf function. It goes for scanf. So now we have to enter the value. If I take 35,000 and enter, and once again press the 7, and you have to enter the rate of interest. I'm entering 3%. Okay, and I'm entering F7. Okay, now see the control transfer in sequential fashion. Okay, 1 year. So afterwards it will come to the next line, right? Okay, F7, F7, F7. So likewise, you are identifying the control transfer from one location to another location in a sequential fashion. So likewise, our program is executing. Why I am suggesting this means now our concept is decision making and condition. Based on that condition, this control will transfer from one location to another location also. Okay, so hope you have understand this concept. We will move to our concept. That is a very essential topic. Okay, let me close. Right, let me rearrange. Okay, yes, would like to arrange. Let me, yes. Now I'm opening my file. I'm coming here. So till now we have seen how the execution of a program is executed based on sequential fashion. Till now onwards, based on the decisions, the control will execute according to the condition. So C supports various kinds of decision making statements. In that, first one is if statement, and that second one is switch statement. In that, third one is conditional operator statements. Already we are familiar with conditional operator. Once again it will comes here and go to statements. All these are the decision making statements, but go to is the jump case statement. Okay, so directly I am transferring control from one location to another location. Now let me explain simple if statement. Okay, it is the powerful and widely used statement for decision making. If, now how you say your past. If subject 1 greater than or equal to 35, then your pass, right? In that subject only. Okay, okay, here the syntax is there. It is most powerful and widely used statement used for decision making, and you're the seeing the syntax. So in programming, definition, syntax, examples plays a prominent role. Okay, so here the syntax. Syntax means rules. What is the rule for constructing if statements? Then we have to follow this condition, this rule. If test condition, here the test condition may be any condition. If the condition is true, it will enter into the block. Here open curly brace and closing curly brace is there. So this is called as a block. Okay. After entering this block, a set of statements may exist. Okay, a group of statements are exist. That statements are evaluated. Okay, afterwards, whatever the statement exists in the out of the block, it will be executed. For example, when it is possible, if and only if the condition is true. If and only if the condition is true, this body of a statement will execute. Okay, now here onwards it will be said as body of the statement or block of statement. Okay, If the condition is false, it skips this body of a statement. Whatever the statement exists, it will be evaluated. Clear? Yes. Let us see the flowchart of simple if statement. As we are familiar with flowcharts, right? You have learned your flowcharts, right? In your 10th class, 9th class, 8th class? Yes. So what is a flowchart? Flowchart is the graphical representation of flow of data. Okay? Graphical representation of execution of the program. Clear? Yes. Now let us see. Here we are writing this rhombus symbol is for decision. If this condition means if this decision is true, true block will be executed. If the decision is false, it will skip true block statement. Whatever the rest statement is exist, that will be evaluated. Control directly comes here. Okay, so this is your simple if statement. For example, to calculate a student, here simple example is given. Please make a note. If marks less than 40. For example, let us see my marks is 35. Okay, 35 less than 40. Whether the condition is true? Yes, true. Then what it will be evaluated? It will be executed. You are fail. Okay, and one more, after evaluating this, it will come to evaluate this one. Total marks is equal to percentile D. What is your marks? 35. Clear? Yes, for example, your marks is 90. 90 less than 40. Whether the condition is true? False. If it is a false, it will skip. Okay, it won't allow to execute. Afterwards, whatever the statement is exist, it will be evaluated. Clear? Let me check some sample programs here. Now I will enter a value number from the keyboard and I have to identify whether the number is positive or negative. Then how you can say the number is positive or negative? If the number is greater than 0, then that number is positive. If that number is negative, then it is less than 0. Okay, so here we have written the simple program to test for the if condition. Now let us check. Void main. So you have to write hash include stdio.h conio.h is necessary, and afterwards void main. Next I am declaring the variable. So here I know the condition of a program and I have declared according to that condition variable. Now I am writing one output statement. Enter a number. Now I am reading the value. Scanf percentile D ampersand x. If value is greater than 0, I am writing the condition. Please observe here. Okay. If x greater than 0, for example, whenever it asks, I have enter x value as 10. Now I am checking the condition. If x greater than 0, what is the value of x? 10. 10 greater than 0, then what it will display? It will display this statement. The given number percentile D is positive. Means how it will display? The given number 10. In the place of percentile D, what will come? 10. Our number is 10, right? So we are displaying that value. Okay. The given number percentile D is positive, that should be within a double quotation. Afterwards I am mentioning the x. What is the x value? 10, where the 10 value will become here. Okay, yes. So likewise this program will be executed. Next, to test, as we know what is an even number and odd number, right? We have to test what is an even number and what is an odd number. To test the even number and the odd number we have to use logics. Okay, how to test that entered number is even number or odd number? What is an even number? The number which is divisible by 2 is called as even number, right? The number which is divisible by 2 is called as, right? Yes, let me check. I am declaring all these things. From here onwards I will start from the main function. We have to write whenever we are using the editor, hash include stdio.h, hash include conio.h is compulsory. We have to supposed to follow. Okay. Yes, let me see. I am declaring the variable according to my requirement of a program. Next I am writing one output statement, enter a number. I am reading from the keyboard. So here why it is %d? Because it is an integer variable, right? Now I am writing the condition. If x %2 equal to 0. What do you mean by %? Remainder, modulus operator, right? For example, if I enter 10, 10 %2 equal to 0, whether condition is true? True. Remainder is 0, right? If the true, then given number 10 is even number. Okay, the given number %d is even number. Likewise, you can execute this simple if statement. Okay, suppose if I run this program once again, it will ask for the enter a number. Now I am entering the number from the keyboard as 9. It will be stored in x. 9 %2 equal to 0, condition false. So it doesn't give any output. Okay, because afterwards there is no statements are execute. It will skip this statement. Okay. Now we want to read a weight of the person and display whether the person is eligible to donate the blood using if condition. So how much weight we require to donate the blood? Minimum is greater than or equal to 45 to 50, right? For that, what I am doing, please observe here. I am writing the main function here. I am declaring the weight. Okay, right? So we have to check the weight to donate the blood, right? So that is why we are declaring the variable weight as float. Why it is a float? Because our weight will be in the point values. It doesn't in the integer values, right? It is in point values. So that is why we have declared it as a float. Now I am writing one output statement, that is enter weight. Now what we have to do? We have to read the value from the keyboard. To read the value from the keyboard, what I have to do? We have to use scanf. Scanf %f ampersand weight. Okay. Next, if weight greater than or equal to 45, now we have to write the condition. What is the condition? If weight greater than or equal to 45, then you are eligible to donate the blood. Otherwise, you are not eligible. Okay. So this is the program we have written, and here the program ends. Here the if block ends. Here the main function is ends. Okay. Once you execute this program, it will ask for the weight. I'm giving it as a 60. 60 greater than or equal to 45. If 60 greater than or equal to 45, condition is true, decision is true, yes, true, then you are eligible. Once again I'm running this program. Now I'm entering the value as 30. 30 greater than or equal to 45, no, false, so it doesn't execute. Okay, so likewise you can do a lot of programs. Okay, so we can construct, but it is not sufficient for the complex program. Okay, so yet we have to go for another statements. Hope you have understand this concept. We will continue in the next class.